Hi, I'm Steven.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Cherry Knoll Whiskey Reviews. Once again, Steve, we are headed down the road of Old Forester.
The road keeps on getting shorter and shorter.
Yes, it does. We've only got
make our way
a
to the
couple
end.
left. So, we are doing somewhat of a controversial one, which is the Statesman. Some people kind of put this bottle below the 1910 and 1920. We put it after the 1910 and 1920 in our lineup just because all the previous ones had continuous dates. And this is kind of the start of the cork topped without dates. So
Gotcha.
the black label and the blue label single barrels, obviously they didn't put any dates on those. So I figured we'd put it after. We'll see if that was the right choice or if really this should be down with some of the lower dates.
What is it? How does it compare to everything with price?
So with price, I think it's a little bit cheaper than the 1910, which is the same price as 1920. So
Which
this
is like
going
what, somewhere
to be
around 50, 45, 50?
no, this is going to be like high 30s, low 40s.
Okay.
The 1910 and 20 will be like mid 40s.
Okay.
So Old Forester is pretty good with their pricing.
Yeah.
The only ones that can get expensive are going to be the single barrels, and that is really dependent on the store that you're getting it from.
Gotcha.
I've seen them go as high as like $120,
Wow.
and those are the ones that I skip on.
Yeah.
And I think like the $60 to $70 range is good for the store picks.
Okay.
But
this one is very affordable.
yes. Yeah, this is
Pretty much wherever you go, probably, I'd imagine.
right. This one is not as like reliable in every single store as some of the other ones, but typically if they've got a big lineup of Old Forester, you'll probably end up finding the Statesman.
Yeah.
It's got green apple,
A little
kind
bit.
of like the 1920, but definitely not as much green apple.
I got a lot of just like burn.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has that green apple. I feel like there's other fruits in there as well.
I agree. I just can't pinpoint them.
Yeah.
Like
it's not citrus.
I almost want to say
but it's
pineapple that isn't quite ripe. You know how like really ripe pineapple just is super sweet?
Yeah.
And when you get a little bit more to like the core, or mostly just the core.
It's more tart.
It's a little bit more tart.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah, like an unripe mango or unripe pineapple or something like that.
Which
Kind of
for
bright, sweet, fruity.
the warmer weather coming in kind of fits for right now.
Yeah, not bad.
You ready to go in? See what
I am.
It tastes like?
I am.
It reminds me a lot of the 1920 on the taste.
Yeah. This has like a... Like I taste almost like a brown sugar cinnamon graham cracker.
Yeah, at the end.
For me, it's like
mid to end.
It's like all of it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's mid to end. You start getting cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, graham cracker or cereal or something grainy like that.
The forward is still, like the very forefront is still like a green apple or a unripened fruit for me.
A little bit.
So
I think we're tasting the opposite things. For me, it's
Alright.
like a little bit of the fruit, but that pack of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Right. I wonder if it's dependent on where we're letting it hit our tongue.
Yeah. No, I didn't even think of that. That's interesting.
But yeah, so you still end up with some of the unripe fruit flavors, and then you get into that like barrel cinnamon and a little bit of chocolatey notes, and then you get some of that grain in there as well.
I want to know what would happen if we proofed the 1920 down to 95 proof.
Yeah.
How similar it would taste.
Yeah, it might be spot on.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Though I do seem to think that this at 95 proof is almost, at least on the nose, the same amount of burn as the 115
Yeah, that's very
of
true.
the 1920.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still, you're not shoving your nose in because you are
can't
hitting
really
ethanol.
inhale too much.
But, yeah, for a slightly less expensive version of 1920, it's okay. It's not too bad. But for like the extra $5, I think I would go for the 1920 over the Statesman.
Yeah, go for the higher proof. Play around with it a little more. And maybe work your way back to something more similar to this.
Right, because with that, if you're starting off and you want to get to a lower proof on half the bottle, then you're only you're not going to be spending as much as buying this bottle and then that bottle to experience both bottles.
Kill two birds with one bottle.
Right. I think that's the way I would go with this one.
I completely agree. I think by itself, if I went to a wedding and they were serving this but not that, I wouldn't be sad ordering this.
Yeah.
But if that was also on the menu, just get that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know why I had to be at a wedding.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
It could have just
been
been a bar
or any place else.
I don't know why I thought wedding.
So, what would you score this one?
I'd put this at a 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, dropping it that much.
Yep, I am.
Yeah, I was
just
thinking
because of the whole reason that we were just talking about.
Right.
But
yeah, I was thinking probably 7, just because it's still good. Like this is actually my second bottle of Statesman, and I had zero issue picking one up for the video, just because I was like, well, I went through that whole other bottle and loved every minute of it. So that really doesn't bother me at all to have a second one. But like we said, the 1920 is just a slightly higher proofed up, more flavorful version of this.
Yeah.
So in that sense, probably could get away with just buying 1920 and putting an ice cube in it, watering it down to get this flavor profile. But yeah, I'll still drink it.
We gotta do that experiment.
Yeah, I agree.
We gotta like water it down, maybe like 4 or 5 different amounts, and see kind of where it compares to this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great whiskey.
Absolutely. But well, with that being said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.